now gone live.
Because I've been meaning to ask for the recap.
Massive recap, okay?
Here we
We
go.
turned on the maze engine. It teleported us back in time. We decided to try and get some revenge against the Drow. It went very poorly. Many of us almost died. Many of us did die. And now, we're here. Post-battle.
Gang,
Alright.
gang.
Thanks, you get a
Cracking cold.
D6. Follow up. I like the idea of trying to resurrect your friends.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just gonna need a little reminder, and I'm gonna trust you guys on this, on the subject of their bodies.
What do you mean?
Carrying him around. Who the
Yeah,
fuck?
like,
Who the fuck
a lot
has
harder
him?
to bring someone back if you don't have their body.
Yeah, we had the bag of
yeah,
holding
yeah.
that has a conspicuously large opening that you yourself allowed, so they're in that.
They did state that you put all their bodies in the bag of holding.
Okay, I just want to be clear on that.
It was stated.
Following that, you guys have escaped from Velkenvelf,
Huzzah!
About level.
and for the sake of expedience, we're gonna.
I'd like to fast travel to places I've already been.
I
Yeah,
forgot about all of this. So we're gonna sit on.
Damn!
Oh
my God.
It's back!
What the fuck?
It's been so long.
I completely forgot that existed. I love the fedora. The
I
emblem.
like find your way out of the pussy.
The letter F is so that it can be called Futa.
Which doesn't work anymore because you got rid of
Football.
you idiots got rid of the fucking A.
Football.
So now it's football.
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 Welcome to football.
Football.
Fit, man.
Football.
Football. Yeah.
Football. Alright. So we're gonna sit here for a little bit as we run through some things. So
Jog it.
what's the plan, guys?
We're going to the surface.
Alright.
We
Literally
arrived.
slamming the gas.
You don't want to try Gauntlet Grip first?
I don't care. We want to get this done as fast as possible. I don't want to deal with them because we might end up having to murder all of them.
Oh.
I mean, the last time we went to the surface, it was like via Gauntlegrim.
Yep. That's the only way I know out.
Was it via Gauntlegrim?
It was.
It was like near Gauntlet Grip.
It was near Gracklestug.
Yeah, it was near Gracklestug that we left. Gauntlegrim
And
was
then
just
you
a
had-
place we happened at.
Also kill
then you had-
Boopido.
Directions on. Okay.
Oh yeah, we absolutely assassinate Boopidoo.
How openly are you killing Boopido?
Let's debate. Well, okay, so if I shoot him with an arrow, everybody's going to know it was me.
I think we talked about this before, and we were like, if we just tell everyone that we're gonna kill Boopido, they'll probably be cool with it.
I don't really know. Well, I guess actually, to be fair, they did witness us knowing the future and then also murdering everybody.
We could just tell them the truth that he's a crazed cultist who's going to perform necromancy the moment
Yeah,
he's back home.
I trust that people have figured out we're from the future, and will be like, we know he's bad, we're gonna kill him.
Also, fucking two of us just kind of materialized out of fuck all nowhere.
Alright. Someone give me persuasion.
We'll go Gadget Rabbit.
It's
for a good cause.
It's for a good cause.
We can't let him get back home. He'll fuck up the whole place and fucking turn people into zombies.
Let me do this.
Boopido also gonna roll like a deception roll.
Convinces all of them to fight us instead.
Ica has to kill everybody.
Okay. Bupido's dead.
Huzzah! We
I
did
shoot
it.
him 3 times in the head from the darkness.
Bupido is very dead.
Grunk sweats. Oh, it's even better because this man's not gonna get turned into Mushroom Priest.
Is that what happened to him?
Mm-hmm.
No, the wasn't it the drow?
That's why I point at the drop. That's the drop.
Oh, I didn't see we'd all been placed on the map. I see.
Don't worry. I'm in somebody's pocket. You can't tell where, but I'm there.
Get out of my pocket.
Hey!
Get out of the bag of holding. It's weird that you're in there with all the corpses.
I'm trying to preserve them. What's that spell again?
You know, actually, I just realized since I don't need to breathe, I could just hide in a bag of holding like an assassin.
You really could. It's very scary, bro. Harbinger and Chromesteel come crawling out of the bag.
You're trying to sleep. You hear a rustle from your bag as your portable hole rolls out and unfurls, and like 2 Warforged climb out.
Alright. Following this, there is one other problem.
Hey,
Yes.
Many of these characters do not wish to go to the surface.
Alright,
Alright.
we'll drop them
I
off.
only really care about Eldeth.
Yeah, honestly, I only really care about Eldest. If the rest of them want to leave, they can. I'm not going to force them to come with us.
But he's my fucking brother.
Yeah, is Eldeth okay with this plan?
What about Jam Jar?
Eldith wants to go, does want to return to Gauntlet.
Yeah, I think we should go to Goldberg.
Also, I'm pretty sure on our way to there, we passed by Stool's home.
Stool's home is kind of cursed. I don't really know if it's reasonable to give Stool back to his home.
I mean, the Mike
I guess
and
to be
Ids
fair-
were... Yeah, the Mike and Ids were chill.
Stool will probably be happy regardless. You know, if he does end up getting cursed and controlled by a demon, he'll live a happy life.
No,
Yes, Stool.
Stool's home was completely far away from there.
Was it?
Yeah, Neverlight Grove was out of the way.
Yeah.
Alright, that's fine. Goldberg then?
Gauntlegram.
Gonk Grim.
Alright, let me just brush myself up on Prince Shusha.
Mashusha.
Oh, does
Shabalula.
his story become relevant now?
Sorry, Prince. I said Prince Shusha just because Shusha is going over his name.
Prince Shoeshine.
But it's Prince
Aaron Drew.
See, now we figured out how you're
Where does
supposed
Ron want to go?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
Ron,
Sue,
Ron not
Ron.
want to go to the surface?
Ron wants to go to the surface, but
Oh,
Ron,
okay.
Ron currently wants to go back to his people.
Is Ronk an orc or is he one of those like Underdark orcs?
He's an orc.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at them teeth.
Yeah, but I mean, he could be Underdark orc because his skin is really dark.
Can't just say
If he's a gray orc, then damn, he's weak.
I do like his sideburns, though. I gotta give credit for that.
Yeah, he
They're-
rocking the mutton
they look
chops
pretty
like a fucking boss.
Gold or rogue?
Alright. Durandal also wants to go to the surface.
Who?
Quagoth.
This dude.
Hell yeah. Come on,
He's
bro.
going to poison. There we go.
Weaknock realizes this is the first time he'll ever see sunlight.
So, with that in mind,
Not gonna get sucked up into the sky, am I?
The sky is nice. You'll like it.
oh, I've abducted the shirt.
That's
No!
really great.
Leave the shirt alone! It did nothing to you!
That in mind, these four will be leaving the party.
No! No! I make sure Jam Jar has a knife.
Jam jar.
You have to go by near Gauntlet Grim, not Gauntlet Grim, Gracklestug, for the exit you know of.
All right, good.
So Jim Jar will be fine in that regard.
Cool.
And yes,
The
I've been
others
calling
will
him
go.
Jam Jar this entire fucking playthrough of the Abyss.
Do any of them want my extra knife? Because I've just realized we didn't give them any weapons. I have an extra knife and an extra longbow. I'll offer
Sareth
them.
will take it as the only member of that little 3-man group, willing and capable to put up a fight.
Okay, you can have
You
it.
said Jim Jar had a shiv, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but I want to
Did I
make
get
sure.
the metal club back that I had at the start of the game when I respawned?
No.
I guess that's just
like-
lost to the abyss.
Yeah, I was gonna say, unless you were still carrying it, it's gone.
No. Way back when we visited Cursed Fish Town, I gave it to their statue as an offering.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Before they leave, I would also offer them my sling.
Okay. They will also take that.
Yeah. Couple torches, a bedroll.
Along the way, you do go by. Hang on, I'm trying to remember its name. I totally know this.
Friggin' Thug.
No, I've lost it.
Glad
No, I did. No, I didn't lose it. I mixed them up.
Yeah.
I mixed them up. My bad. You got to go by
Lingdenstone.
Gracklestug is the Durga city, which you do go through along the way. Do
Hey,
you
Laura. Yeah.
take this opportunity to get actual equipment for anyone else in the party?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, sure. We have tons of money. It's not really like we can't spare some money to get them actual equipment.
Run some plate armor,
I'm not buying Ront plate
I
armor.
don't-
animated shield.
I was gonna say, I don't think they sell plate armor to us there. They're very racist.
It also probably wouldn't be in our size. The rest of the armor you could kind of hand wave, but plate I feel like has to be at least made for somebody of your stature.
Well,
Alright.
Eldest some plate armor.
that's what I was gonna
Someone
say.
give me a D10.
Sure.
Do it. Slay the
A 1.
Oh, it's
Alright.
bad.
Someone else give me a D10.
Ooh.
Alright.
The next one's a 3.
That doesn't matter.
Another D10. Rolls
I
a
will
zero.
need a D20.
All right.
Somebody else roll. I've already rolled.
Get the 3.
We get a
Get
3.
the 3.
Magical 3. Damn it.
Ah!
Oh.
Alright,
It's not even a multiple of 3.
another D20.
4.
You're next.
Oh,
There's the 3!
And now 3.
I should have gone first.
Yeah.
Alright, and then another D20.
Oh, we're going in sortation, so Nick Leg.
19.
Okay. Things haven't gotten too lively in the Underdark just yet, and with your increased speed and focus, you managed to run into only one encounter with an actual enemy, which was a carrion crawler.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound very dangerous to us.
Yes, but it is the only one of those encounters that is combat.
That is true, yeah.
Fireball.
You also run into traders along the way.
Oh, hello.
Not that it matters that much. What do you get for your NPC groupies?
What do they
at
want?
Grapplestug?
Yeah, what's Ron feeling? Is he feeling a great axe? Is that racist? I think that's racist. But we're going
He definitely wants a great axe.
All right.
Fuck yeah.
It's
He can have
racist,
a-
but he does like the idea, so we're going.
What weapons do they want? We'll finance it. It's reasonable.
Yeah, I'll do some like chainmail and a
A shield and a
and a mace or something.
battle axe.
Warhammer or Battle Axe would probably be her choice. Question mark.
Yeah, dwarves love that shit.
She looks at you. No, I want a trident.
Elders would definitely go for the Warhammer,
Hell yeah!
as well as any armor you're willing to share. Same for Ron.
Okay, let's get them. I guess both a suit of chainmail if they have the actual strength to be able to wear it.
Eldeth for sure.
Eldeth has 11 strength. Dude.
What the
Eldith
fuck?
cannot wear a suit of chainmail.
She can't?
Eldeth is a scout.
Oh.
Eldith can have this suit of ring mail instead, which has no strength requirement.
All right.
Stinky.
Oh.
What's the armor? What's the AC for that?
Actually,
14 flat.
Okay.
Yeah, scale mail would be fucking pretty schmecking for her.
Yeah, does she actually have a dex bonus?
No,
2.
Okay, never mind. Scale mail
Medium-
then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
scale
medium
mail.
armor.
Scale mail is better. That's 16 AC.
Is
16.
Ron a bulky boy?
Plus 2. You giving her a
Well,
shield?
it's 14 plus 2. Yeah, and a
Yeah.
shield.
14 plus 2, so 16 plus a shield, 18 AC.
Nice.
Okay, so that's a 60 gold expenditure plus the warhammer.
Also, someone give me D8.
That's 75 gold on Eldith.
That was
Hey, I just rolled. Somebody else do it.
I was
Oh, yes,
about to
my
say.
turn.
Legally.
Took me.
Thanks, Ted.
3.
And Ront wants a great axe.
Great axe and armor.
Yeah.
30 gold. How strong is Ront?
We probably want to get him some chain.
Ront
Or
has 16 strength.
Chain or splint.
Alright, well, he's getting chain. He's not getting anything more expensive than that.
Alright, what's chain?
16.
Chain is... Yeah, chain is 16 flat.
Alright, 16. Alright, and give me another D8.
On it.
That's 75 gold.
5.
Yerby.
Does the prince need anything?
Yeah, what does he want?
He's a fisty bull. I doubt he even will wear his armor as well.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking if he wanted anything.
Yeah,
Maybe some
Prince
clothes?
Darendil has been making use of his Quaggoth body to fight.
But does he want stuff?
Yeah, does he want like some clothes if he's fine with just, using his body to fight?
He would, I mean,
Would he at least like some clothes?
Yeah, that's what I said. What do you want? Does
yeah, I
he
was
want
gonna say,
just some clothes?
according to his image, he at least has rags, but he would definitely appreciate some finer clothing.
Sure.
Yeah, I feel that's pretty necessitated. Like, we don't need someone walking around in a fucking loincloth. That's just rude.
He can have fine clothes, the 15 gold.
Oh.
Actually nice.
Since he's
Prince
not getting
Darendil,
armor and all.
Prince Darendil slightly more matches his title now.
Hell yeah.
Okay, that was a total gold expenditure of 195 gold for getting them equipment.
Juiced up and ready to go.
And also, I guess we can buy, some nice traveler's clothes for Eldith and Ront if they want them.
What? You mean mushroom silk or some shit?
I don't know.
You mean spider gossamer?
Yeah, probably.
There's no way. They just definitely would purchase silk or something from the drow. Would you like this mushroom cod piece? No, I think I'll go with the silk thong. At least the other one's comfortable.
Mushroom gun. It's just a hollowed out mushroom.
It's so
Oh, no.
It's so bad.
Stick your wang in there.
Fucking guaranteed junk rot. Ugh.
Okay. I have deducted the money from our loot pile.
Okay, how much we got left?
A lot.
Okay.
We had
We
almost 30k, right?
We have an excessive amount of money.
Remember, most of that has to go towards revival. So we don't
Remember.
actually have that much.
I mean,
can
we
go
spent,
back
like,
and
barely
get it
200.
again.
Once we're above ground, we can go engage in another adventure for a few months.
I mean, we could straight up just go kill Karazika again and get another 30,000.
I mean, we are going
Yeah,
to.
we know where all the money came from. We can just we can just go.
Second leg of the journey. Grackle stuck to almost Blingdenstone.
Right.
You know what? Here's a question for you. Would you give Jim Jar anything while you're in Gracklestuck? As he would still be with you at this point.
What does he want?
We like Jim Joe.
Hook him up.
Jim Jar, let me pull this thing open. Would be fine with just like some leather, like a knife, and like a hand crossbow.
God damn.
He can have
Or
all
a
that. That's
regular
reasonable.
crossbow.
I mean,
Just
the hand
a
crossbow is really
because he wants to
expensive.
be able to.
It's
Dude,
expensive, but
look at
let's
that.
face it, this is the man who is our homie who stuck through us through thick and thin.
Yeah. You don't know a Jim Jar, but in the past version of the universe, you were a real bro. So we got you.
Oh. I guess I owe past universe me like a whole bunch. Or did you like owe him a bunch of money because you kept losing bets?
No, we didn't owe you any money. You kind of left after a little while.
You were with us for a lot of the journey. A lot of difficult journey. And you really
Yeah.
helped out.
It is really strange to give credit to somebody for something they haven't done, but we experienced.
I mean, it's kind of weird to get credit for it, but I'm appreciative.
You can thank your character for it then.
So 745 plus 75, 120. Does he want 2 daggers?
He'd be fine with one.
I'll buy him 2. That's 124
Alright.
gold. So he's getting studded leather, a hand crossbow, 2 daggers, and then
Oh, you
I'll
actually
buy
are
him
getting the hand
40
crossbow?
bolts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I wanted to do an experiment. I want to attune to the Shield Guardian Amulet. Can I detect the direction of the Guardian?
You can.
Oh shit, it works!
I told you.
I'll also buy him 40 bolts and give him 10 extra gold so he has some money since he's leaving.
Oh, thanks a lot.
Mhm.
If I see you guys again, I'll remember this.
We'll be back pretty soon, but I don't know if we'll cross paths.
Yeah, we'll be stopping by.
128, 1187.
Zelron Roaring Horn, the person who gave you the thing, lives in Waterdeep, by the
Oh
way.
shit, okay.
So it's probably that direction.
Goddamn, alright.
I feel like we're probably better off actually explaining to him what's going on because if
do
you try
not
to
plan on-
steal the wizard's shit,
Do not plan on stealing it, because if anything, he's got equal control over it, and a reasonable excuse to have it. I do not.
yeah. Plus, also, well, I mean, you know, you just bring up the local authorities. He made a counterfeit shield guardian.
Well, that's good. Alright, second leg of the journey. Someone give me a D10.
Shoka, your turn.
Ah, it's okay.
Hook up.
Ah, super. Oh, All right. I'm gonna need 7 d20s.
Holy
Bruh.
shit!
I'll
Do
do
it, Nick.
one.
Just do all of them, Nick.
Okay, fine. 5. And there's the last one.
All right. Let's see. Giant octopus, giant fire beetles, scouts,
Scouts!
carrion crawler, some slaves.
Did we
and
save some more
more
scouts?
slaves, and another giant octopus.
Giant octopus is one of my favorite low-level monsters. They're just silly.
They're stupid. They're such a terrible creature. Why do they exist?
I don't know, but that makes them even funnier.
All right. Give me 2d4.
I've rolled more than enough.
I had a 2 and a 3. That works out. I need a d3 and a d4.
I got the D3. I leave the 4 to you.
We're getting some blebs.
Hey! These are people we find along the way.
I mean, we found some scouts and some slaves.
Yeah, these are the
Oh.
escaped slaves you run into.
Holy
They come
shit.
with you.
There's so many.
And then there's another octopus after that.
I guess we are offering free food and passage to the service. They're like, holy shit, I'm in.
You son of a bitch, I'm in.
Okay.
Damn, there's more than 10 of us. I'm gonna have to cast Goodberry twice a day.
That's terrible.
No!
With that, you are able to escape to the surface.
Don't we not have great food?
Yeah.
You
Yeah, we-
successfully saved 5 random slaves. So everyone gets 500 XP.
Oh!
Hooray.
Level up for getting to the surface.
It's the
Because
first
it's
time.
milestone.
At least for Thaler.
Wee, 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 wee.
No, I don't think it's gonna work like that.
Milestone.
This proves even more to the remaining people from our little imprisonment that we were from the future, and we knew the exact way out of the Underdark without any directions.
Just spam that millions of times on the way out.
45 pounds of food.
Yeah.
It is
15
all
humanoids.
bland.
Yeah.
It's bland, but hey, it's better than mushrooms.
It's just bowls of oatmeal.
MREs.
Honestly, if it was just bland food versus like, yes, water mushrooms, like, oh thank God, something's finally different.
Yeah, it's not like you can't like just like toss some salt in there or something to make it slightly better.
With that, you have
Bird
reached
on
the
there.
surface. Prince Darendil will go his own way to find his what was it called? His kingdom, and
Good luck.
hopefully, be uncursed. The kingdom of Nelrindenvane.
Oh yeah, didn't he say he was an elf?
Yes.
Or some shit? Yeah.
He said he was an elf he's a gold elf prince polymorphed into Quaggoth form by a curse.
You know what?
Nice.
Where's this Nelrinden
You
vein
guys give me a
place?
history check.
Sure.
Gladly.
I'll do it at disadvantage.
Yeah.
So I
that-
can
Ah!
tell you about Nelrindenvane.
Oh, I'm on GM, but 11.
What the
Somehow
fuck?
the
Weaknuck is
fuck?
the only one that
Fuck you,
that
Josh.
knows this.
He's a nerd. All he do is read books and
Weaknuck is
nerd.
definitely a weak nerd.
I personally,
Weak
fucking.
Nerd. All he do is read book and nerd.
Okay, Weaknuck. Nelrindenvane does not exist.
Oh,
Lamau?
he's batshit insane.
Hey, Thaler doesn't know that, and he doesn't want to be in the Underdark, and has nothing to do. All of his money was stolen. He came to this continent to spend all of his money on shit. If this
like,
guy's a prince, he's gonna befriend him and try to get his.
any like broach of the
money.
subject, Prince Darendil, not only like seems wholeheartedly convinced of the matter, but can give very detailed like recollections of Nelrindin Vane. To him, it is not just something that is real. Like, he can tell you just about anything you would want to know about it.
What the fuck?
As if it was actually a real place that he has been in.
Somebody used modify thoughts on him like for 2 years as a pet project.
Weak knock. What if you cast remove curse on him? Will he just turn into a boy?
I mean,
Turns into a death slot. We die.
I could try.
10 gold says he's just a Quaggoth that's been fucked with.
Alright. Just, yeah. Be ready for the worst. Papa!
What are you doing? Remove curse? Nothing happens.
He's definitely just a Quaggoth that's been fucked with.
He's not cursed. He checks out.
Gaslit for millennia.
It's,
That place shouldn't exist, though. I don't get like why he has so many details. Like maybe he read a book.
Also curious is the fact that this Quaggoth, who you are now more convinced is an actual Quaggoth and not just under some curse, has this whole time been speaking Elvish. He very clearly is quite fluent in Elvish.
Weird.
What
Like
a man.
it is almost disconcerting how, despite knowledge that Nelrindin Vane isn't real, there are no holes in his story.
That is so bewildering.
Like, that is the only flaw, is that this place he talks about does not exist.
I mean, I'd just like to say, who are we to judge him considering we just appeared from an alternate reality? What he wants is probably out there somewhere. Or
But-
was.
Unless you stop him, he's gonna head on his merry way.
unless you guys mention the fact that the King of Gauntlet offers us billions of gold, Thaler's gonna go with it.
Would you have asked what happens to us when we come back?
I have no idea, honestly. I would have just been like, yo, we getting out of here, or no?
I guess, to be fair, you probably would have heard Aika lament at least once to Laura that she's not going to get the free house anymore.
I forgot about that.
It was the only thing I wanted.
I mean, we still gotta. It's still the fate of the world.
Yeah. Yeah. Thought this would end up being my life. Like one of my animes.
But think of the success we can have. If we do save the world, we become the new Drizzt. And friends.
There's no way I wouldn't know about Drizzt, would I?
Honestly, roll a history.
It's from the Underdark.
Yeah, but Weaknock, honestly, the fact that Weaknock knows as much as he does has been astounding. The whole joke about the book thing, while amusing, Swiftneblins don't write shit down.
That's true.
Oh, yeah.
Most of the people in Blingdenstone don't even recall why they were fucking annihilated by the Drow the first time.
But that's why he has books. Or at least.
With that, Weaknock, I would actually say you do not.
Alright. Who the fuck you talking about?
Famous drow hero. We can ask the King of Goldgrim about it
Wow,
once
hero.
we get there.
Never heard of
Oh
it.
yeah, he was like best buddies with him, right?
Yeah, he was like from his adventuring party. And we're gonna have a conversation with the guy. Might as well.
That is a good confusing question, but we'll cross that road when we get there.
Anyways, let's go drop off Eldeth and Ront and go get the rest of the dead people resurrected.
Elrond.
Alright,
And
I'm gonna
check.
need another 2d8s.
Imagine if you die, but both
It's
the
D6. 1.
both the souls like
You
conjoin in
can,
the afterlife,
you know, reroll it.
and you have both the memories of living two lives at the same time.
Alright, where's my other d8, fam?
I don't
Fam,
know.
referring to the party in general. One of you's gonna have to roll me another d8.
There we go. So,
Alright.
smooth hands.
So, you've returned to the surface. Derangel sets off on his way. Ront, strangely, doesn't leave just yet.
Huh.
And when you go by Gauntlgrim, Eldeth requests that you actually wait for her.
Alright.
Okay.
You want to come with
Because-
us?
Yes.
Alright.
Not so much, and I mean, with what you've said, it seems there's quite a lot more at stake than just us getting home.
Well, it doesn't really get slightly worse for a couple of months.
So much
I
comfort.
want to be able to help.
Last time we had a meeting with the king and a bunch of alliances, and we got a lot of help from them. Should probably call for the same meeting.
What was the name? Lemon Gogoon.
Lemon?
Sounds like it would take a long time to get set up.
Demogorgon.
I mean, we had a long time last time.
Like I said, it took a really long time.
It was a
Yes, I
couple
suppose.
months.
I just thought what with the whole time travel thing that you might want to strike while the iron's hot.
Well, we want to go resurrect the people who died as well. So it's going to take us a little bit. Probably have to go to a big city.
There's a big city not too far from here. That won't take long.
Alright.
Much longer than meeting with the king, explaining all of this,
Well,
getting
well,
messages sent out to your different factions, however long it takes for them to come back.
My memory isn't great, but if I recall, he was really worried about Demogorgon, so just tell him that Demogorgon appeared.
I don't exactly have a direct line to the king, but I will do what I can.
Wait, Laura, how did they find out last time when Eldith died? Laura's broken.
They just got. There was a lot more shit going on by that point. They noticed
Maybe their scouts, I guess, saw it.
something like
Wait,
that.
didn't we actually come here and then tell them what happened because we delivered the shield? That was what happened last time. We brought her shield back, and then we told them about what happened.
Pretty much, yeah. But then, like, you delivered word to the city, essentially. And then you were summoned, like, months later.
Yeah, I know about that part,
For,
but
for
I
an
was just...
audience.
It slipped my mind how they actually found out about Demogorgon and all that. Our scouts reported scrying upon you in the past. So anyways, I guess we just wait for Eldith to come back from saying hello. Go get a nice room at an inn. I can go sit in a public park and stare at the sky for several days until they're ready.
I mean, I think technically Gauntlet is underground.
Yeah, I guess it is.
You'd have to leave Gauntlet to do that.
And I'll have plenty of sky staring time later.
I can get the gem.
The gem?
The gem that the gargoyle.
The black stone that everybody wanted.
Oh yeah! I feel like we're gonna need to wait a really long time to get that timing exactly on par.
That's true. Could stop the market from having to go at each other.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of things that happen just because we don't do anything about it.
I mean, even if we tried to do something about it, they're still gonna happen.
I mean, to be fair, all we really did there was make it harder for the Zentrum to win. They're still gonna win because they have a beholder.
It was pretty damn funny attacking their beholder, though.
But we did kill all of the fucking Duragar.
So anyways, how many days does it take for Eldith to be done?
Let's go with 3.
Okay. I assume there's an inn somewhere here that we can just stay
Oh,
at.
yeah. No, well, we're literally out of the abyss.
Quick, to Waterdeep. I have a man to meet. And his last name is Poshak.
The cinematic universe must be complete. You know, that I think about it, Kuposhek kind of reminds me of that wizard from Lord of the Rings, Radagast.
Yeah, kind of.
The slightly kooky guy who's actually competent.
I fucking love that Nate is in chat like, nope, stop.
Well, it's offended by Radagast, or
No, he's offended by fucking Ku.
why does everybody hate Kuposhek?
Well, for one, I emotionally damaged him with Kuposhek. He's also currently tied to Kuposhek's soul.
Okay. It would take quite a bit to get to Waterdeep, but Neverwinter is nearby.
But Neverwinter's probably about as good for a starting point. And we do technically have several months. Technically, although we should probably cut it much closer than that, but you know. Neverwinter first.
My heart was ripped, still living and beating from my body.
There are transportation options to get to Neverwinter.
From here, you're pretty much gonna have to hike.
There's no roads.
In a more direct manner?
Or is the road just an incredibly winding thing that doesn't really take us directly to Neverwinter because of the place we're at?
The road would, there would be a road, but the road sort of skirts along the edge of the forest and connects to a river.
So even if we got like a carriage and horses, it would take us a significantly longer time to take the road than just hike through the forest.
Pretty much.
Forest it is!
It would be a lot easier to just straight line it from here.
Forest sounds fun.
Yeah, I'm not really disagreeing with the forest, I was just trying to understand what we're going with.
The map in the D&D chat.
Of Neverwinter.
Of where Gauntlet is compared to Neverwinter. They live under the mountain that destroyed
Yeah.
Neverwinter.
Mount Hot now.
Yeah, the most solid connection is literally by water.
Yeah, I can see what you mean, yeah, that would make sense. If we took the road, we'd be going very out of our way. That's like probably what, like a 5 or a 6? Yeah, it's probably like a week or 2. It's kind of a long way, especially hiking.
It's a long way without you, my friend.
I said hiking mostly because you'd have to, skirt the mountain. You don't have to go up it.
Just go up the mountain, just go get the emergency sled and sled your way down.
Of course.
Is that one? Alright. Before I keep moving tokens around, is Thalo actually leaving with Darren?
Would you like to?
Yeah.
Tell Thalo that the fate of the world rests in us defeating the big demons.
Yeah.
Want to be a part of that?
Damn, dude.
No,
I'm a level 3 druid.
no pressure.
Good luck with that.
Yep.
We've all been there, Thalo. We were all level 3 once. It was actually first some of us weren't level 3 once.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I came in at like level 6.
Thalo is fated to die at Darrakdale's hands.
Was he just gonna like choke you? You're in the way of me claiming my crown.
I heard you were stopping me from getting home. No.
He's gonna wake up in the middle of the night and it's gonna be like that Warcraft 3 cinematic. He's like, what are you doing? Succeeding you. He's gonna punch you in the stomach. To be fair, I don't even know if we're gonna be able to get a monetary reward for this because we're probably gonna speedrun Resurrection and then immediately be like, alright, back into the abyss, boys.
I mean, yeah, that's the plan.
We can use leftover money to buy some actually good supplies too, now that we kind of know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, get some anti-demon stuff.
I still have my
Thank God.
anti-demon amulet.
Thankfully, we don't need to go anywhere near the maze engine again.
Not yet, anyway.
But what if we do? For fun.
We get them, we rewind time again.
Let's do the time warp again.
Many people died again. Started from the top.
We show up, we just see this same Nalfishne from before. We're like, hey, what's up, bro? Probably does, want to walk away this time. It's like, what do you mean this time?
Bro, you popped out of that thing in the last reality and we kicked your ass. You summoned like 9 things on us and we still won. Get over here and die. Get lost.
I don't know who your boss is, but you kind of need some new fucking hirings. Those rocks sucked. Meanwhile, in the back of our mind, those things almost fucking killed us, bro.
Please don't do it again. No more rock.
Alright. After a few days, you are called to have audience with King Bruno.
Oh, before we even leave, he wants to talk to us?
Given the news he is being given,
Oh.
he would like to have a chat.
No?
Might as well do that before we go.
Or should we tell him we can see the future?
Can't see the future. We have seen the future.
We are the future.
I think it's close enough.
Always bet on black.
You are, once again, for some of you, taken to a mighty hall in which the red-haired dwarf of fierce and proud demeanor sits upon his massive throne. With a gesture, he dismisses his guards and advisors,
Oh, damn.
That's a lot of trust.
leaving you with just Lorop, Icar, Eldith, Ront, and the King.
No weak note.
No, Weaknuck's there too. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
I was stuffed in a barrel and thrown downhill.
Jeez.
We don't harm your kind here.
God damn.
We'll accept the rabbit, but not you.
No gray skins here. That's fucked up, bro.
He looks over you all after a moment, speaks. The things I've been told are quite grave and ill-fortunate. I have mind to repeat it, but I'd like to hear them from your own words, your own mouths first. Just what is it that is going on in the depths outside my city?
Well, due to a wizardly drow's fuck up in Menzoberranzan, the Lords of the Abyss are free in the Underdark. And while that is an entire problem in its own, I think it was Lolth that got left behind in the Abyss. And so, Lolth, alone in the Abyss, has free reign to herself and is gaining power. So if the freed ones aren't a problem, then Lolth eventually will be. To stop this, we need to send them back so that they can keep each other all busy in the Abyss once again. If we don't, then the Underdark will be overthrown and eventually the surface.
Can you give me a persuasion roll real quick?
Of course.
This is dire news indeed.
Have you
Oh,
had
that's-
any word of perhaps small communities going dark within the depths?
None yet, but word from below comes slowly.
Right. Well, the Demon Lords should be making their moves pretty soon.
And from what I hear, your sources are interesting, to say the least.
Yep. I didn't know time travel was real, but we are from the future.
Yes, that weird machine trapped in a wall sent us backwards. It's very strange.
The Maze Engine. Have you heard of it?
I have, in passing. Not really all the details, but it does not sound so surprising that such a device could cause something like this to happen.
So, do you believe us?
I understand that acceptance might be something you have trouble getting with your story, but having been through quite a lot myself,
You know these things are possible.
there is an openness to one's mind that
Yeah.
comes from having lived such a life.
Okay, so last time, a couple months passed and the Demon Lord's reign of terror could be felt, and you called together some alliances here. Called the Order of the Gauntlet, the Lord's Alliance, the Zentrum, the Emerald Enclave, and the Harpers. And they all sort of came together and lent their aid, and we, along with them, went into the Underdark to see if we could fix some things, but ended up triggering the maze engine. So, will you be calling them again?
Going to need something a little more solid to go on. I might believe you, but I doubt many of them will.
Due to the nature of this, we have no evidence to supply you, as it has not happened yet.
I can imagine, but I can set my scouts to the task. Forge our alliances, perhaps sooner. But unfortunately, I will have little to offer you unless you're willing to wait.
That's okay, we had some things we wanted to do on the surface for a bit.
This time we know where we're going, so we can be a lot faster in a new way. We can skip a lot of the useless stuff.
If I might, I don't want to seem like I'm trying to hijack your journey or anything. My suggestion would be not to wait. Sounds like a rare occasion where time is on your side. Getting ahead of your enemy is always more advisable than waiting for a bunch of those idiots to come around. Could take months before we have anything to work with.
But we'll wrap up what we can as fast as possible and head back in. Honestly, most of them weren't very useful for anything other than our own fuck-ups.
He chuckles at that. Well, hopefully you know better this time. Don't make the same mistakes again.
Right.
Also, I think a lot less of them will die to strange cave monsters grabbing them when we aren't looking. Probably for the better.
Regardless, as soon as I can, I'll have a second expeditionary force set up.
Laura, who gave us the lizards last time?
That was Emerald Enclave, I believe.
I suppose we don't need them.
It was.
Hey.
They came with the scouts.
Yep. So, are we not going to revive Kashara and Brayton?
No, we're doing that first. That shouldn't take us too long. We'll still be 7. We're already ahead of where we were previously.
I can't
We did
imagine.
this quickly.
Can't imagine Dawn's too happy right now.
No.
How has Dawnbringer been since hanging out with me?
Very quiet.
Yeah, okay, that's understandable.
There's strange skeleton people touching me. I'm not the skeleton. He's very cold.
Yeah, it's just
Really spent
uncomfortably cool.
some time grieving Kashara's loss and is now just sort of at the moment very happy to be on the surface.
First of all, we owe
Doesn't
it to
even
them.
need to be turned on to bask in light.
Oh, nice. But first of all, we owe it to them to bring them back. Second of all, they were really good allies and will help a lot in the coming days.
Alright, well, I suppose we should get on our way to Neverwinter then.
Be my
Yeah.
first time getting to see the outside world.
And you get to go to a big city. I haven't been there as far as I can remember either.
Okay. When we get to Neverwinter, I'm gonna have a copy of these sacred texts sent by courier, I guess.
How much does a mercenary cost?
Mm.
Can we just straight up hire mercenaries to come with us?
We just show up to the king like, yo, we're ready. Like, did you bring an entire army? Yeah, we bought one.
I'm sure you could.
I never actually thought of this before, but we're in a unique situation where having manpower that, you know, works for money might actually be extremely beneficial.
Elwith and Ron also come along.
Nice.
They have no real reason not to.
What about all the oozes at Blingdenstone? Are we doing anything about this time? Doing anything about it this time?
I would appreciate it.
Yeah.
I suppose it won't take that long.
Not exactly.
Yeah,
I have to go back home and watch my home just be melted.
I completely forgot that was an issue.
Yeah, we should save them before it's too late.
Alright, come on. The Neverwinter.
Yeah.
Away!
How many orcs of Telos do we encounter in the Neverwinter Wood?
50.
Oh, fuck.
1d50.
Depends on the time.
They all cast Lightning Bolt, make 50 dex saves.
Okay. Mercenaries cost 2 gold per day skilled.
Alright.
I suppose we'd probably also have to give them hazard pay for asking them to go into the Underdark. I mean, that is basically like ordering them to kill themselves.
Hmm.
Does the 2 gold per day include them feeding themselves? Not that it's really a huge deal, but I'm just curious.
I would say so. But the 2 gold per day is also a minimum.
Yeah, okay, that is true, yeah.
Alright, so you head on to Waterdeep?
I thought we were going to
Sorry, not
Neverwinter.
Waterdeep, Neverwinter. The closer one.
I went to Never.
Waterdeep was mentioned too many times and it just got stuck in my head.
Yeah, we have to go shook now.
We're going to Shore Shallow now.
Alright, head on down to Neverwinter. You 100% can find someone here that you could pay to perform resurrective services.
I intend to pay them for resurrective services. Go Gadget.
Wow.
Okay. First of all,
Yes.
given the time, has Weeknock been preserving these bodies?
Yes.
Yeah,
Try
you
I-
can-
I know it was mentioned as part of a joke of Weeknock being in the in the bag, but you know, I thought I would elaborate if that was something you were actually doing.
I would. I'm trying to remember the spell that it would be.
It's the second level spell.
It's gentle repose.
Gentle.
Yeah, no,
It's
that's
like
the
it's
bitch.
like 10 days or something that it lasts for as well.
Yeah, I would.
Yep.
And it's a ritual, so I just keep doing it.
Oh, that means we don't have to. We can just raise dead. That's way easier.
Race that is so cheap compared to the other one.
Yep.
Alright. So, the spell will cost 500 gold for the materials, plus an additional 100 gold for the service of someone else casting the spell.
Sure.
Deal.
I'll
Right.
deduct our money.
So, 600 gold Josh,
Yes.
would Brayton accept the resurrection?
Hmm.
You'll get to see the sunlight.
Would he be willing to come back?
I mean, no, hypothetically speaking, if his family is actually dead, he's with them in the afterlife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think he would be coming back because he woke up with his family.
Yeah, it's like, oh wait, you guys are here. Why would I want to go back?
Yeah, like the
Yeah.
insanity that kept him stable was gone, but he's now safe in the afterlife with his family. If he's not, then he probably would come back. But I don't think any shenanigans were going on with his soul, so I'm pretty sure he'd stay dead with his family.
Alright,
Damn.
Brayton does not come back. You at least know that,
He's probably happy.
yeah, he is at peace.
All right. Do we still get charged for him being at peace?
Yes, because they still had to perform the spell.
Yeah. Okay. Well, whatever. It's not a big deal. Then Kashara. I guess we'll pay for a nice funeral for Brayden. He deserves
Okay.
it.
I'd just say it costs like 10 gold. For like a nice funeral.
And get him a good casket and all that. Nice headstone.
His head stitched back on.
Yeah.
As sad as that fucking is. See him for like all of not even a minute before he gets fucking decapitated.
I don't know. It's kind of relieving to know that he's happy at least.
Yeah.
Okay. And then again for Kashara?
Say no. Have a third new character.
No. This question isn't for Jake. This is for you. I'm saying paying again for Kashara.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
paying for Kashara,
Yeah.
sure.
Okay. So another 600 gold.
Dawnbringer is mine!
So cold.
Jake,
Mm-hmm.
I have a question.
Hello.
Because I didn't think something like this would happen, so I never thought to record it. Do you remember what level you were when you joined the party?
Oh no.
We were like level 5.
5.
Okay, roll me a sanity save.
Level 5 you gets ripped out of your body and put into this one.
Interesting.
That's horrifying.
Alright. No, it's nothing like that. Alright, for starters, the group at the church getting this done, you see the cleric, their eyes widen, and they like double check the body, and then look at you all and just say, "This person isn't dead."
Oh, shit.
Huh?
There's a Kashara out in the world somewhere.
But
And she just got told she was
Kind of-
dead in another location.
kind of nudge like the body again. This body is dead,
What do you mean?
but it's not connected to anything. There is no soul.
Where did it go?
Uh-oh.
I couldn't tell you that.
What the fuck?
Other
Second.
Kashara?
The ritual was perfect. It reached out and there was nothing.
Did her soul get
Oh, no.
deleted?
Is Ica smart enough to suggest this? Ica, flex your brain. No.
No.
Am I smart enough to suggest something that I might know? Oh god.
Do we know
Honestly,
about
in
that?
this case, I would say it would be a flat intelligence.
Oh no, I'm not that smart.
What I was going to suggest was relating to a spell. That's why I rolled Arcana.
No.
Laura,
Yeah.
you surmise that the fact that you guys didn't originally have Kashara with you at the start means that there probably is a Kashara somewhere else.
Okay.
That now knows she
Me
died at
history
some
check.
point.
I come to that realization and then I look at Weak Nook.
Sweats.
Give me a history check.
Wets heavily.
There's another Weak Nook somewhere.
2 weak nooks. Weak harder nook.
Okay. That one you have failed.
I mean, if Kashara exists in this timeline, surely she will be summoned again to Gauntlet.
Yes, eventually.
But we're going down before they're going to summon them.
Are we?
I thought we were.
Jake,
Yeah.
Kashara, this world's Kashara, at the moment this spell is cast, is racked with visions,
Oh.
memories that
Shit!
are and aren't hers.
I knew it.
For starters, I'm not gonna bother with the actual, like, temporary madness, but you gain a madness point.
Yes. So would that add to my other madness, or would I be starting at 0?
You are starting from 0, this Kashara.
Okay,
Has no
good, because
madness.
otherwise I would have just hit 3.
Goes
Reset.
starts eating legs in the immediate vicinity.
Kashara has inherited a madness point, essentially. All of these visions, these memories that aren't hers, are sort of like like they're difficult to fully focus on and recall, like the foggy memories of a dream you had.
You got dragon splitted.
You do, however, also feel a tug pulling you in the direction of where this spell was cast from.
I mean, the first
Lorop
thing.
failed the history check to know this. The Order of the Gauntlet is situated in Neverwinter.
Ah, yeah.
Right down the road and across.
You
the
just look
street.
out the window at the temple like,
You are very close to whatever just caused this to happen and seems to be trying to pull you in.
Mel.
This is about to be really awkward.
Yeah,
You walk
come in
there's
and
a
see your
bunch of-
body. Come on.
There's a bunch of strangers around a dead body. Looks exactly like yours.
Trying to cast resurrection for some reason.
I sort
Oh.
of just look down at my hand and like try to grip a sword that isn't there.
What's wrong?
I just look up at like whoever is with me. It's like, I'll be right back.
I got a badass weapon to go retrieve.
You see, with you, like, around at the moment are a couple of the veterans. You look at them, and for a moment can't help but starting to tear up as you recognize faces that, in these memories that have flooded your mind, weren't around anymore.
They're dead.
Yeah, only
People
2
that
of them
you
were still alive.
Have lost.
Oh
They
boy.
don't seem to notice anything. They give you a big smile and tell you to come back safely.
I suppose we're going to have to bury her then. I don't know what happened.
Yeah. Funeral, just like Brayton.
While we're here, by the way, Mr. Priest. Normally I don't eat anything, but
Oh yeah.
I watched a giant hyena eat a man, and I think it changed me for the worse. Can you fix that?
Mm.
That seems
What Mike is trying to say is that she's had the urge to eat corpses sometimes.
I ate a nose leg and it tasted really good.
And a
it's very
function deemed in the
concerning.
Underdark.
Very concerning.
You do anything about that?
Mm. Mm.
You want back our normal like it that doesn't eat full stop.
I'd prefer to go back to not eating.
Don't worry about that, by
I can
the way.
certainly.
However, what?
That
Oh,
was, he's gone.
The cleric has to get someone else to come and cast Greater
Oh
Restoration.
yeah.
we have juiced him
He's
pretty hard.
He's already used 2 5th level spell slots.
He
He does not have a third.
Imagine having like just some strangers come in, they blow a massive amount of money on resurrections, neither of which will work, and then they're like, yeah, you know, I used to eat corpses, can you fix that?
Weak Nook cracks his
But it
knuckles
will
and requests
cost
the
you
diamond dust.
another 200 gold.
Oh yeah, you can do this.
I could do greater restoration.
Can't you do raised dead as well?
Yes, but I wanted to live.
Why don't we just buy diamonds and gold and have you do it?
Because everyone somehow forgot I was a clerk.
Why didn't
But
you?
Why
It's
don't you
okay, this
suggest-
works out better.
We
I
did
don't know
forget.
what you do. In character, I'm not going to be like, you can resurrect people, right? Here, let me go buy you some diamonds from the department store. Ike is an idiot.
I feel like that was your responsibility to remember, not us.
No. Well, I mean, I have hit you with a whole shitload of lesser restorations and all that and mentioned greater multiple times,
I'll
but...
pay him. Do it.
You pay him 200 gold?
Yeah, do it.
Okay.
Alright, he casts Greater Resurrection.
Restoration.
Greater Restoration.
Don't resurrect me.
Great resurrection! It's the fourth coming of Jesus!
Psych!
No, I'm alive. As I'm being resurrected and my mind returns, I'm like, damn, 200 gold for this was great value.
Great value, but I still kind of want to eat you. This is what I paid for.
I've gained an appreciation for drinking blood now as well.
Uh-oh.
He casts
mean, you
Greater
know.
Restoration and cures your madness.
Hooray. That's better. Now I can stop salivating when I look at you. Kind of
Okay.
uncomfortable.
You never look at me that way.
I was, but you couldn't see it.
Oh, fuck.
He's waiting on Jake to come back. Otherwise, Kishara would have shown up by now.
Okay, I'll be RV.
Okay, we're moving at like 10% speed as we're like, all right, begin.
Weak Nook raids the manga decks. Give me all your
Let's look
books.
through magic items. Alright, gang, let's look through magic items and see what like low quality magic items will make our lives better.
You know, that is
We
true.
have a pretty fat stack of cash right now, so.
You've just like brought like a pamphlet you got on the way here.
Oh, I want that actually. It's the first time in a while that I actually want that item. Efficient quiver, baby.
Mm.
60 arrows on hand, so I can murder even more people.
Oh, he's finally back.
Back. Okay.
Also, I assume that I know now that since the sunlight destroys the drow weapons in the Puaf, where I, wrapped them up and didn't let them get destroyed.
Yeah, we just stashed them in
Yeah,
our
that's
bags.
fine. Kashara, you arrive at the doors to the church that these rituals were being performed in.
And you arrive at the church.
I assume they do corpse resurrections in a side room, as to not, spoil the general atmosphere of the church.
Yeah, obviously it's not not right in the front. They have a whole area beyond a little fucking. God, I cannot think of the word for the life of me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that'll do.
Oh, I want to find this, but I doubt we have the money for something like. Actually, no. Do we? I don't know.
We have a lot of money.
Amulet of the Devout +1. This amulet
What
bears
is
the
that?
symbol of the deity inlaid with precious stones and metals. While you wear this holy symbol, you gain a +1 bonus spell to attack rolls and saving throws to your DC spells. As well as while you're wearing this amulet, your channel divinity feature, you could be used once without expending a channel divinity, and you could do this once a day until the next dawn. So I get an
That was pretty good.
yeah, +1 to spells, spell DCs, and attack rolls, as well as a fucking free channel divinity. 1 extra free channel divinity. That's fucking
Anyway.
cool.
Who sees Kashara first?
Here.
Quick, roll a D3. Who sees her first?
Probably Ica.
Well,
Yeah, that is true.
I was gonna say this is more of a case of you guys still being in the back area, getting your corpses dealt with when she arrives.
Corpses.
Do I just open the door, like, since I'm being called to this door?
Yeah, like you have reached outside of it and you can still faintly feel the tug, which seems to be originating from within this building.
I walk into the building.
It's a zombie!
Alright.
Sure it.
The front-facing area of the church, at least, is designed for public use, for people to come in and pray and do their own thing. So your immediate actions are generally ignored by the clerics.
Just look around. I still feel the tug.
Yes, it seems to be coming from the back area. It is very faint at this point.
Hmm.
Well, I'll walk up to like a cleric or something and be like, "Yo, what's going on over there?"
Oh, the rear areas are generally for more private use, aside from containing the dining chambers and such for those of the faith. There are a few rooms where one might have rituals of blessing or curse removal or such cast upon them for a fee, of course.
There's someone in there at the moment.
Presently, I believe so. People come and go for such things on a somewhat regular basis. It's not too unlikely for there to still be someone back there.
So he said maybe. So I'm just gonna go up and knock.
Alright, back to the main group. Someone knocks on the door.
Look at the door and then I look at the priest like, who's that?
He also seems a little confused and walks over to open it a bit. There's something to, and then just stops as he sees Kashara, and then like looks behind him, looks back to Kashara.
Is this room busy?
He
Upon hearing Kashar's voice, I look to walk over and open the door the rest of the way.
Alright, you can easily do that. The priest is still in shock. Kashara, you see a group of people that seem familiar.
I didn't know you lived here, Kashara. Like,
Kashara!
smiling slightly.
What? I guess that.
You're alive!
I'm here for work.
Oh, no. This is awkward.
It's sort of a long story. Your other dead body is over there, by the way.
Your Aika?
Yep, you got it.
Sorry, I'd look over at my dead body.
Thank you.
Okay.
What?
We've got a lot to talk about.
The moment
Do you have time?
you lock eyes on the body, there is a crackling, like a tenseness in the air as this sudden surge of energy writes to correct itself. I'm gonna need everyone to roll a dex save.
Oh no! The universe is angry.
Oh wait, shit! Did we go against what Mistress rules are?
I mean,
She's
it's not our fault. It's the maze engine.
We all rolled pretty well. Universe just be like, excuse me, you aren't supposed to see your own dead body.
Okay, we need to keep Weak Nook away from second Weak Nook.
Yeah, that is actually a good point. There is probably second weak knock.
What about second week?
Wait, oh god. I guess there probably isn't a second Ica because I was supposed to be there at that time.
Yeah, we should be fine.
I thought I probably overwrote
But
myself.
I imagine Weak Nook walks into the street, sees himself, and then one of them explodes. Wait, what the fuck?
So, from before you, Kashara vanishes. The more perceptive of you notice the body also disappears. As with a burst of energy, the two combine in the middle,
Right.
Oh, that's good.
creating one living Kashara.
I really hope I don't murder this priest.
It's bad.
I guess actually, to be fair, we can just pay to resurrect him.
Just murk the priest in the fucking temple wax.
Lorop, Aika, and Weaknock, you all failed.
Yeah,
As
I can feel
you're
that.
essentially hit by a wave of just force, slamming you into the wall, the door, pushing you away from the newly reconstituted Kashara. You all take 45 force damage.
Jesus.
You had a bad day.
Ah,
Ow! Ow, 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 ow. Fuck.
Is the priest alright? Well, is he dead?
What up,
The
Alexis?
priest is injured, but alive.
Okay, good. Even I could feel bad over that. He did literally nothing.
Grant managed to endure, and Eldith is out cold.
oh,
Oh,
there
yeah,
he
yeah.
is. Right.
I cure Eldith.
That's fine. I'll just give her 8. It doesn't matter what you roll. It's not like there's going to be
Yeah.
additional injuries to take.
Eldith isn't dying like that.
Yeah, I'll
Not
patch
like this.
everyone up.
I will note something that you notice when you are curing her. Eldith, the Eldith you knew, definitely would have been killed by that.
yeah.
Hmm.
Sure.
Yeah, that is true actually. Eldith did get knocked out by like 11 damage before.
Rude.
Eldith would have been obliterated. Old Eldith would have been disintegrated by that explosion.
Yes, old Eldith would have actually been disintegrated by that.
That's good.
New Eldith seems sturdier.
Hmm.
Kashara.
Ow!
Little pretty
What?
Ely. How are you here? What? Did your body explode?
This is weird. I'm taking all to Solanova.
What?
What did you just say?
What the fuck?
You arresting us?
Yes?
Wait, let's talk about it first.
I didn't do anything. I'm short.
We're from the future.
Let us explain it first. Come on.
Ross why? I literally just undid everything.
Well, that's your fault.
You really shouldn't have done that unless Rozzy told you to.
Rosie just said, "You are now level 5."
No, I
3
said
minutes
this
later, you
Kashara
have
is
now
level 5.
regained your levels.
I guess to be fair, you would have been level 5 if you didn't see your dead body.
Oh my god. I don't even know what ASI I got. What feat did I even have?
Well, now you have an opportunity to do it over again. Didn't you have mobile?
Yeah, that was like my early one then. I think I just took stats.
Aika, show her Dawnbringer.
Yeah. Somebody's been waiting for you to come
Actually,
back, and
give
I'll
her
pull out
Dawnbringer.
Dawnbringer and offer the handle to you.
Rubber,
Oh my.
sort of remembered this.
They were really mopey after you died.
Dawnbringer attunes herself to you.
Hello?
Aika! What? You're... Kashara?
Hello?
How?
looks like he got to the sun without me.
Wasn't quite the same. Hoped it would be something we'd reach together.
Really know what's going on.
That's
I'm
kinda
happy you're
mixed.
back.
Did we damage the room like really badly with that explosion?
Fair bit, yes.
I'll give him 50 gold for damages and apologize. I'm sorry, I didn't know that would happen.
Neither did I.
I think that's all we need from you. For
Didn't even know that was possible.
yes, we messed with some artifact we found in the Underdark. It's probably why.
Just kindly vacate these premises before it happens again.
Fair enough.
I mean, there's no other us, like, wandering close by? Question mark?
Yeah, there might be another weak nook in the Underdark somewhere.
Where did you come from?
That does not fill me with confidence.
No, I'm back at home reading.
Are you saying where did you come from to me?
No, to Laura.
I'm from Amphale, but I was, originally in that prison cell, so maybe there's not another me?
Alright, just making
Right.
sure.
I wouldn't know where the other me was, even if I thought really hard about it. I barely remember where I was.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, I need to hire a courier.
Anyways, come on. Kashar, I'll explain to you what happened.
Please don't arrest us. Thanks.
Where are you sending the courier?
Amphale, which is north of Waterdeep.
Alright, do you know the distance?
The exact distance, no, I need a big fuck off map, but I'll just overpay them, it's fine.
I was gonna say I don't have a big fuck off map.
Just give them like 15 gold. That's probably way more than they deserve for being a courier.
Yeah,
No.
it's 2 copper per mile.
Right.
It's
Well, it's
between Waterdeep and Red Larch.
Yeah, it's like if you go to Waterdeep and then
East.
northeast, yeah,
Yeah.
by like another couple miles.
While Waterdeep is at least 200 miles away from here.
Yeah, so yeah, I'll give the dude 50 gold.
And bonus pay for going through the Mayor of Deadlift.
Please go around that. It's very important that this reaches the Temple of the Raven Queen. Thanks.
I want to get done with this delivery so I can go drinking with me mate, so shit navigated.
Also gonna
it's
take the
killed
time
by
to-
Cryovane on the way.
I'm gonna take the time to make a copy of these sacred texts, just in case they fail. Then
I
I can
thought-
go and do it myself later.
I thought they weren't text, you just saw it.
I
Right?
did, and then I wrote it down in case I died. Just like a small journal of everything I could recount from the vision.
Anyways, while that happens, Aika will slowly recount for you what happened to you after we went back in time through the maze engine.
Now, where's it going?
Temple of the Raven Queen in Amphale.
Okay.
I can't wait to reach Weakna and explode twice.
Hmm.
To prevent you from exploding Weaknook, should I kill your double and bury him?
No,
Jesus.
don't kill me.
What about, you know how we had
You are well,
thousands
actually,
of gold to hire mercenaries with? What if we just got like 100 mercenaries and told them to go to Blingdenstone and kill all the oozes?
Well, I mean, Kashara seems fine. Maybe if we just, as long as there's nobody else around, we just have the both of you meet, and then, you merge, and it's fine.
Just like clear a field and be like, alright, go meet with yourself.
No, see, clearly it's one of us goes to the other Weeknock and like, okay, yeah, we have a very special person we'd like you to meet. He's coming in right now. We're gonna leave the room before he gets here.
Just fucking
But anything valuable you have away?
fission happens.
The price to Amphail would be about 10 gold.
I'll still pay them 50.
Okay.
It is important to me.
Yeah, what happened a week now? Price of a dead ass body.
Okay, we cool?
Anyways, I'm explaining to Kashara what happened. Whether Kashara decides to believe it is entirely up to them.
I sort of remember most of it. It's just doesn't feel. Doesn't feel real.
No, it didn't really feel all that real when we went back either. Everybody else stayed the same, but we were different. Actually, Eldith didn't stay the same. That explosion should have killed her. Looking at Eldith.
Oh,
Sus
Or you
levels.
nearly died to a light sword in the stomach. That time you survived an explosion.
Same with Rod, actually, I think.
Didn't Ron die in that fire?
Yeah, but that explosion still should have killed him.
from what I hear, I also didn't make it this far.
Well, you made it actually nearly to the exit. Those drow that we murdered right when we got out of the jail cell actually caught up with us.
It sounds like I got to be a bit tougher this time around.
Hopefully,
That's
that will be
what we
enough for the things we are going to do. It only gets harder from here.
Yes, next on our agenda we have a beholder to kill.
Purple Worm and Beholder?
Purple holder?
It really is too bad we didn't keep those. If we had them still, we wouldn't need to go out of our way.
Hindsight is a hell of a thing.
I guess I didn't expect reality to rewind itself.
No, nobody could have expected that.
It's off all the feathers, right?
Yep. And the heart, although, is like this old rotten heart going to suffice?
He did seem to say something about freshness last
Yeah.
time.
I don't know.
Might have to get another one.
We're not going near the maze engine again, okay?
I kind of look at Kashar like, is that true?
Last time we only went near it looking for the demon mushrooms.
Unleash the demons.
We could probably find those elsewhere.
Probably, yeah. Anyways, we should probably buy some better equipment since we're at a massive city. This place is actually kind of intimidating. Feels weird.
Not as big as Waterdeep.
Let's hit up the shops, gang.
Hey.
Fill our pockets with potions and good equipment. And also, actually, Ront, what do you want to do? You've hardly acted like your usual self last time.
Sorry, what were you asking?
I'm asking Ront what he wants to do because he's hardly acting like he was last time.
Not really sure what that means, but
You were
To
allowed
be
to
honest.
last time. To be honest, you made me want to stab you several times.
Oh,
I think whatever happened that time did not leave me in as much or of your strength and capabilities as this time.
Probably, yeah.
Look, to be honest, I only got stuck in that mess because I fucked up. I don't really have anywhere to go back to.
Oh.
Even if I do find a group willing to take me in, it's just back to war against Gauntlet Grim, and
back to war.
I don't see that working out.
Do you want to come with us to save the world then?
Yeah, be a hero.
I like your new self a lot more for what it's worth.
I think I like my new self a lot more too.
Yeah, your new self is alive. For once.
Oh yeah, there's that. But I don't feel like as much of a coward this time.
Great. Excellent. How's Neverwinter for magic items?
I'd say you
Kicking in the
could get-
door.
I'd say you could get rares if you were willing to pay for them.
Sick.
Alright, gang, put together a shopping list. Also, we should probably buy some decent gear for the two people that we kind of want to live.
Yeah. I suppose.
Is New Kashara one of those people?
Yeah, I do also want Kashara to
Oh
live.
yeah, we need to get her.
Kashara's not got anything from before except having been returned to Dawnbreath.
What do you mean? I
I
mean,
don't think you understand. Dawnbringer was my only item.
yeah, you didn't really have anything before either.
Fair enough.
Mhm.
The only other thing I owned was a short bow and the Amulet of Protection Against Demons.
We also didn't really find that much. We got offered a lot of things from people. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, I mean, I think I have the most magic items, and that's because I found that one drow when I went off but in the mushroom area by myself. Like, I have a +2 armor, I have a +2 short sword. That's the only reason I have a decent amount of items.
I mean, it's just monks don't really need items. Just give me a weapon and then I'm good.
Rosie,
You are.
can I find and purchase a Bloodwell vial? Even uncommon will do. It's the thing that is for sorcerers.
It's the spell booster sorcerer, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, for starters, give me a persuasion check.
Hey. I'll use a sorcery point.
Alright.
I'll keep the 17. Actually, I don't think I can.
Is that how that works? I thought it was if you failed, you rolled again.
No, it's hang on, magical guidance. I must use the new roll. Okay. Yeah, no, 16. Also got some stuff to sell. I'd like to sell the Robe of Eyes, since I'll probably get a new one soon. Lamel.
I mean, we do know where the Robe of Eyes is. But then you'll no longer be able to see me.
It's true,
Hmm.
but we don't have to go back to that place that makes you want to kill us, so
That's true, yeah.
shouldn't need it.
Places that make you want to kill the rabbit.
Yep.
I guess I want that. Plus 2
Okay,
longbow would probably be a bit of a stretch.
You can find a +1 Bloodwell.
I'll take it.
What's that? Roll me a d6.
Uno.
Ah, lucky.
Oh,
100 gold.
oh shit. Okay.
Lucky.
I was gonna ask the Bank of Ica to help, but I can just buy that myself.
Bank of Ica, it is all of our money. You can use the money.
Well, I don't need it just yet.
Use the fucking money.
Alright, I'd like the Quiver of Alona, otherwise known as the Efficient Quiver.
Okay.
And a +1 longbow. Those are the only 2 things I really want.
Oh, nice. Yeah, good
I
call.
can't be bothered. Looking for
Both
that.
are uncommon.
Yeah, give me 2d6.
Okay. Oof.
Alright. It is your solemn duty to add an additional 2 zeros to that, and then that is your price.
Okay. For both?
Yes, for both.
Yeah, that's acceptable. About what I was expecting to pay anyway, so. So now I can have 60 arrows on hand instead of just like 20 or so from a quiver.
I was serious about the row of eyes. Does anybody want to buy that?
What about Weeknook's thing, the Amulet of the Devout? We could also get that out of the way.
That one's uncommon as well.
What Weeknook wants is uncommon?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alright, give me a d6. A d6?
Weeknook?
Oh, my bad. A D6.
Nice.
Nice and cheap. 100 gold.
I'll pay for it. I'm just deducting out of the loot pile, so don't worry about it. I'm doing the math. We have still a crazy amount of money.
The only two things I can think of are both rare.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. You shouldn't really feel all that shy. What do you want?
Displacer Cloak.
That is a pretty good item.
Bracer of Defense.
Also pretty good.
These are both pretty good, and you know,
Searching for something, I'm gonna ask you to roll a persuasion.
I assume I can just exchange all the stuff we have in our inventory for money that are like gemstones. I'm just gonna tally all of our money together really quick, so I have to stop deducting from multiple piles. So that's 2150 gold. 400.
Oh, can I do the persuasion roll for Kashara?
Plus 450.
Am I allowed?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, you are able to find these. They're two different items, right?
Yeah, both
rare?
rare.
Alright, roll me 4d10. And it was the Displacer Cloak and the Braces of Defense, right?
We
That
have
was
a
the
yep.
order that was given. The cloak you find on discount for a mere 4,000 gold.
Sick.
Consider it paid for out of the Bank of Ica.
The braces, on the other hand, are at a premium,
Oh,
18,000.
holy shit.
I'm gonna be honest. With all of our money, you'd barely be able to afford that. It would be like
Fine.
half of our remaining money.
I'll just take the cloak. It's fine.
Okay. The cloak is paid for. What other weird items coming by?
What's
Okay.
weird and wacky? Healing potions.
Oh, we're gonna spend like the rest of our money on healing potions because
Yeah,
money is
just
basically
big items
useless
first.
once we're back down.
Periaptive proof against poison, knowing that we're gonna fight
That's a good one. How many of
No,
those
I-
can we get?
if we're gonna go fight a worm.
Plus, also, Drow might try to murder us at some point again. So
There is
being
a lot
immune
of
to
poison in the Underdark, eh?
yeah.
Welcome
I want
to
to periaptive
toxic.
proof against poison for all of us, even Ronton Eldath.
What do you get for them?
Periaptive proof against poison. I want one for all of us. How much is that going to cost?
What's its regular? What is it?
It's rare.
Yeah, it's pretty expensive.
I don't think we're gonna get one for each of us.
Rare.
Yeah,
All right. Give me a 2d10.
Am I rolling it?
Yep.
Yeah, go for it.
You're the one that's after it.
2 ones. Ooh.
I mean, that's like middle of the road. It's not too bad.
That is 9,000 per.
Okay, that is very expensive.
You can get 2, right?
What?
How much money do we have?
I'm still mashing it all together. But
Could we?
10
Are
times.
there like potions of poison resist? That probably cost way less, and we could just pop right before fighting the worm. Much more
Okay.
cost effective.
Plus 13,000 plus 9,627. We have 27,627 gold left.
Potions of resistance are only uncommon. That would definitely be a lot cheaper.
Yeah, probably a better economical solution.
Alright, give me a d6.
Okay, I guess. Oh, yep, there we go.
Ooh. Alright. Potions of poison resistance are 50 gold each.
Damn, okay. Yeah, forget the Periaps then. Just buy a bunch of these.
Let's buy 2 for each of us.
Yeah, I was gonna say 2 each.
Poison resistance.
So that's 4. So we have 6 of us. So 50 gold each. So that'll be 600 gold total. Okay, everybody gets 2, including Ronton Eldath.
Nice.
I put it on their feet.
Cube of Force. Cube of Force isn't as useful when you're an archer, because I can't just cheese the non-living matter thing and living matter.
Fair.
Because actually I still could, because if like an ogre's trying to punch me, I could just turn on the living matter, can't pass through the barrier, then he can't punch me or grab me anymore. Just laugh at him. That's probably a waste of money.
It's worth it.
I'm gonna keep the Gem of Seeing, because I feel like that's gonna be useful at some point. Like,
Probably.
having true sight in your pocket, I feel like it's going to be important. We are going to get another one, though. Nah.
Put it all into potions now.
Right. Can I sell the robe of eyes?
If you wish.
Yeah. I
That's just
believe it is rare.
I'm pretty sure it's actually a purple.
Oh, is it?
It's a really good item. No, it's a blue. Okay.
It's
you're
rare.
right. It is really good. I'm surprised it isn't a purple.
Yeah. Did one of you want it before I do this?
No.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, give me a persuasion check.
Hey. Amazing.
damn.
Nice. You can sell it for 6,000 gold.
Deal.
Pretty good profit.
Find out her secret. Is it those thick thighs that save lives?
Look, I need them for jumping.
It's the
Not my
buck
fault.
rabbit teeth.
I'm just so adorable.
This one has Scoobenstadt face.
Does anybody not have dark vision?
No, we good.
Look, squints at Kashara.
Oh,
I
there we
have,
are.
I have dark vision.
Yeah,
Okay.
we good.
I'm just asking while we're here,
For a
Curious to know
friend.
something.
What about that, like periaptive constitution? What's that called?
Amulet of Health.
Yeah, Amulet of
Yeah.
Health.
One of those?
There's also the Periapt of Health, which is the thing where you're immune to disease.
Periaptive wound closure is a pretty saucy one.
Could be good. What the fuck? Oh, right,
Periapt
yeah.
wound closure would actually be pretty good for some of the more risk-taking people.
Yeah, give one to Eldeth and run.
Yeah, that's
I
actually a
agree.
good point. Ike doesn't want at least Eldeth to die. How much is a
think-
Periapt
I
wound
think
closure?
they're uncommon.
They are. I'm looking at them right now. I was on the page with them.
Uncommon, roll me a
d6.
d6.
Who wants to? I don't want to roll it. I keep rolling really badly for these d6s.
3 and a 5. Or,
I think
So
it was
it's
just
just
one
roll
d6
one.
because it's not
Okay, then
uncommon.
3.
They're 300.
I'll buy them for both of them.
Okay, Amulet of Health?
No, the Periapt of wound
No,
closure.
I'm asking for me.
Oh,
Amulet
okay.
of Health is rare.
Rarity?
Rare.
Rare? Let me put this back up. It's 2d10.
Not bad.
Low.
7,000.
Okay, can I have 1,000 from the bank and then I can pay for that.
Sure, 1,000 from the bank.
Nice. My health is going to double.
That's the thing that gives you more con, right?
Yep.
Makes it 19, yeah. It's a really good item that a lot of people don't go for. I don't know why.
I mean, usually you don't have access to a magic item shop in a giant pile of gold, but it is a very good item.
It's an achievement slot for something that can be achieved with ASIs also.
Mhm.
Also, I don't usually dump con, so I don't really have much of a use for it. Con is usually my second highest stat pretty much
Yep.
every time.
14 con ain't bad, but this is better.
Yeah, so Toggle, toggle.
Oh, 74 health, baby.
Oh damn, you nearly caught up with me. You're off by like 1 health.
I've got D6 hit dice.
You
Chug
clearly-
chug.
Good chug.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure I also take average, and I've been doing wonky hit dice, so you probably just roll well.
No, I've been taking average also.
Ront, chug chug. Eldith, chug chug.
Chug chug with you.
Don't chug jug with me.
Chug chug.
Okay, I'm going to suggest another incredibly selfish purchase for myself. I'd like bracers of archery.
Go for it.
What's that?
That's
It's the
reasonable.
That's the first time I've ever actually had an attunement slot and wanted this item.
I
What
mean,
is
you're
the
Uncommon.
rare?
80% about DPS.
Uncommon? Oh,
Yes.
sweet. Roll a d6.
Yeah, that's not expensive at all.
400 gold.
Go for it.
400?
400.
Okay, gotcha. Done.
Alright, terminal understanding.
Rarity?
That's bold.
Legendary.
Yeah.
Okay then.
2d6?
2d6, you said.
Oh, this is gonna be like
Times
times
1,000. And it times, 10,000.
Okay. What is that? 175,000.
Nice.
Oof.
Okay. Ring of water walking for the entire group. So if we need to, we can just walk across the dark lake.
I still don't really want to do that.
But what if we have to at some point?
Okay.
I don't think it's that insane. Because do you want to have to take a boat over that mess? And then if it gets tipped over?
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, see the price first, you know?
What's the rarity?
Uncommon.
D6.
Non-attunement.
300 each?
Okay. Gang, how do you feel about all of us having a ring of water walking? What's the
Oh.
opinion?
I won't say no.
Is it attunement? Also, I won't say no.
No,
either.
non-attunement.
Alright, I will wear it then.
Because, I mean, we have a giant pile of money, and this is a non-attunement item that makes it so that, you know, drowning becomes a non-option. And also, it's a massive tactical advantage. We can just run out onto the water if something's chasing us. Then they have to swim after us. So yeah, okay. I
Great.
will buy one for everybody, including Ront and Eldith.
Alright.
So that's 4, 6, 300. Okay. I do math really weirdly. I always just break stuff up into smaller chunks.
It's easier that way. Makes it nice to digest.
That's just so I like how I learned multiplication tables. I just break stuff up into pieces, then like add it together, divide it, and stuff. So I try to do like a long division in my head. I get like dizzy.
Hey. Ishara wants an amulet of health also.
Okay. How much was it? Can we buy a second one from the
It was
same source?
7,000.
Rozzy, did the store stock more than one, or was it a single buy?
What was it?
Ring of Amulet of Health, the rare. 18
Amulet
con.
of Health? There was only one.
Okay. well,
Understandable.
you can look for a second one if you want. Maybe.
Oh.
Actually, let's buy Ront and Eldith magical equipment.
Oh yeah, magic weapons.
How much? +1 great axe for Ron.
Look, if it's uncommon, it's a d6
Okay,
times 100.
let's speed this up. Okay, 500 gold. Sure. I hate you, Ron, but here you go.
That's a
I
little
don't actually.
rude.
I don't actually say that. I implied that I wanted to shoot him. That's enough.
All right, +1 great axe.
Okay, and
This
Elda.
is, this is
Elda,
Ron's
what-
attack now. Okay.
Wow.
I mean, that's not bad. I like
Nope. Not bad.
that. What weapon does Eldith want? Did she want a +1 warhammer?
She has, having been able to return home, she has taken up a short sword because
That's what she
She's-
prefers.
yeah.
Oh yeah, she's got more dex
she's
than strength.
Dex, yeah.
Okay. Does Eldith want a +1 short sword?
It'd be nice.
We're going to be fighting demons, so yeah.
I
Would
walk
be-
over to her, open up the bag of holding, and rifle my hand through the massive pile of coins that's in
All right.
there.
Take
Saving
my
the world,
fucking money!
I can find a way to pay you back beyond just helping.
Eldith, we didn't tell anybody else this, but where we got all this money, we're going back to again. This is essentially free. And the money will probably be there a second time.
You're not worried about something similar to
Oh, you think each coin is going to merge and explode upon contact?
What if we just spent all of it then?
I mean, that would make more
That's not an
sense.
issue.
Spend it all, make sure it doesn't get near each other.
Imagine if all the coins did that explosion.
Like 3,000 dex saves.
That's the point where you just say, everyone dies. The entire
It's like a-
zone has been nuked.
The ground just explodes.
That is an interesting point. I haven't been near any of the doubles in my own equipment.
I'm sure it's a different case. Like, Shara has a soul into memories that we're trying to merge. These are mundane items. Maybe
But
it
it's the
won't happen.
exact same mundane item. I'm going to make sure to shoot that drow in the head from a lot further distance.
Oh,
And without really thinking about what they look like. Anyways, short sword. Roll. 1d6. Another
Nice.
500 gold short sword. I'm really on a roll here,
Alright.
wasting money.
none.
Okay. 22,627 gold left. Do they want magical armor?
Look, at this point, if that's the way it's going, Eldith pipes up quickly. I'm actually using a shield too, so
Sure.
I think that's cheaper.
Done.
You can have both. We have too much money.
Let's start with the shield.
Okay, shield. Go.
One's
Go,
like,
go.
I don't use a shield, so I'd appreciate the armor.
Another 500 gold. I'm really on a roll here. I'm going to stop rolling. Somebody else do this.
Can
Plus
we
one
get-
shield, 500 gold to Eldith.
We get rumped up to like a splint +1.
I mean, if you're buying armor, that's
Buy 'em
like
plate mail.
That's rare.
that's already a rare. It's like you might as well just go all the way, you know?
Oh, plate, yeah, sure.
I might as well just buy Ron to suit of plate armor. Honestly, it's probably cheaper. And it'll get
I
you a
mean,
lot of
if you-
bang.
Just buy a plate, that would still bump him from 16 to 18.
Yeah, let's just buy him a suit of plate.
Cool.
Alright. So he's
22.
upgraded to plate.
It's like you just like started New Game Plus and you went to like the town store and you're just like, all right, give me everything you have. How do you have this much money? I don't know. 7
Don't ask.
gold. Okay. All right. Okay. We still have 20,000 gold left.
Oh fuck. Okay.
This is why I was saying we have too much money.
I mean, can I have a periaptive proof against poison?
Might as well.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. How much was it?
8,000 or
Did you get a price for
9,000?
that one?
We did, yeah.
I think he said it was like 9,000 each.
Yes, that's right. I did.
Yeah,
Do you
fuck it.
want
Just
one?
do it.
I would like one.
Sure, you got it.
Okay. Sick.
Okay, we have 11,627 left. Okay. Now, is everybody happy? Do we have any other outlying desires in the audience? Speak up now.
Just health potions now.
Yeah, I know. I'm asking this so that everybody can be at peace with us just buying potions.
Hisoka's been stolen by family, I think.
I feel pretty good.
I'm trying to speed up the 24-hour shopping
Yeah,
session.
fair. I feel good.
Okay, potion time.
Get a couple superiors.
What's the price we looking at on healing potions? We looking at market price?
Farmer's market price.
Farmer's market.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Farmers markets have good deals.
What rarity of potions are you going for?
I guess probably we can start at greater and see what the price is like, and then move up and down from there.
Alright.
Do we have to roll for a greater, or does greater just have a market price?
I will give you a price. You're gonna roll for it.
Okay.
What
No,
rarity
I'm not
is it?
rolling.
I'll do
I'm
it.
not rolling something
What
else
is
to
it?
it. Greater is a uncommon.
Alright. It's a consumable, so it's halved, so it's 200 each.
Pretty nice.
I am the consumable.
Do we want to just buy like 20 of them?
Yes.
Okay, well, what's a superior?
What's the rarity?
Well, it's just rare.
Superior is a rare.
2d10. 2,500.
It's pretty doable. Gonna get like one each of those.
That would be all of our money just on the big
Okay.
potion.
Okay, not that then.
I mean, 200 gold for greater healing potions. That's a really good value right there. Like that's some pretty good bang for your buck.
Agreed.
So let's buy, I don't know, like 20. So that'll be 4,000 gold for 20 of them. Sound good?
Yep.
That's a lot of powerful healing. So grab
Or diamonds.
greater.
Or
let's get some of those,
diamonds.
We can get some diamonds as well.
You can get diamonds.
Okay, we can buy some. We have 7,600 gold left.
Alright, so let's see.
Get a handful of diamonds.
I would need diamond dust. So probably like 500 gold's worth of diamond dust. Or
Okay.
actually, we deal with a lot of insanity. I'm probably gonna need a lot of diamond dust. It's 100 diamond dust for each greater resto.
Treat yourself. 10 diamond dust charges.
You got
Lord,
it.
that shit.
Okay, I've deducted the money. You have 10 charge. You have 1,000 gold worth of diamond dust.
1,000 gold worth of diamond dust.
I need to go make coffee for tomorrow.
Do we want diamonds for Revivify?
Yes.
Yes. And raise dead out in the
There's
field.
no reason to not get both.
Alright, well, with the raised dead, let me
500.
should be. I'm just double checking.
I was looking at it. I'm like 90% sure it's 500 gold.
Yes, 500 per cast. So, and then it's
Let's get
consumed.
4 of those. So let's get 2,000 gold worth.
All right.
Just it's better to have more than less.
Raise dead diamond. 4 of them.
And then you want some revivified diamonds as well.
Just for safety's sake, yes.
Let's get 4 Vivify diamonds.
Which I think that's a level 2.
It's a level 3 spell.
3. I have so many spells. Ah! So those are 300. And it doesn't have to be a singular diamond. It's just diamonds.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure Raised It requires a specific... Like, so I guess you could just have that as diamond dust, couldn't you? Because diamond dust is still diamonds.
One's powder, one's kind of like cut gem.
Yeah, okay, well.
Because it's like...
I bought you 4 of them, so...
Thank you. Yeah. Not to shit pick, but it's like, you know, finely cut gem versus sand.
Yeah.
Okay, now we still have 3,500 gold left. Even after that absolutely balls out potion spree.
And fucking... We, you know,
Do you
just
have,
staring at like massive amounts of diamonds.
what's your armor, Baker?
I have +2 studded leather.
Oh, damn, where'd you get that from? Holy shit.
That's what I was saying when I said that one random drow I killed in that mushroom field gave me a +2 armor and a +2 short, so that's why I haven't been complaining about magic items.
Hey, what about weakness?
You know, I didn't even think about myself in that fashion.
Yeah, what's your armor like?
Leather.
How
Studded?
would you like studded leather? Actually,
Studded leather
I mean,
+1? Question mark?
studded leather
Yeah.
+1 would be a rare, so we might not be able to afford it, but we could try.
I'll take a look. I'll roll for my own cursor. Is it 2d10, right, Rosie?
Yeah, for real.
For rare?
Yeah.
Yeah.
600.
6,000.
1,000, because I'm so
We
tiny.
cannot afford that.
Damn it! That's right.
Still, you can
Sorry.
get regular studded leather. That's an extra one.
Yeah, that's still +1. Or,
I mean,
not
actually,
much.
we might be able to afford it. I have a +2 long sword that's just sitting in my bag that nobody's willing to use.
Yeah.
How much can we get for that? Lure up, go sell it.
Oh, sure.
That itself in it is a rare.
Fine drow longsword.
I don't even know this one was from a drow, was it? Actually, yeah, it was.
Basically
I don't know.
everything from the Underdark that's longsword or anything esque like that is most likely drow.
Yeah, I'm not even wearing most of my equipment right now because almost all of it was drow stuff.
Yeah, dies in the sunlight.
Just have like a big bag of like wadded up equipment. This Soldanite is gonna throw all of it out in the sun and just watch it disappear.
Just fucking laugh maniacally as these fine artisans make just disappear entirely.
Rare and valuable magic items.
Gone forever.
Never once did I give a shit about it.
I should probably delete that. I still have the repeating light crossbow on my sheet. I haven't had that thing for forever. Pretty sure I threw it down into like some random puddle when I was done with it.
That's pretty damn funny.
I didn't need it anymore. Oh my god. Just looking at my
Oh,
auto longbow assassinate damage now, it's so filthy.
fucking
Just like a flat 2.
hit me with a fart reverb.
Stinky.
Glad I remembered I had this +2 longsword before we went back in there.
God damn, the cushions of passing wind.
I guess I'll also just refill my arrows, but I don't even think I need to ask Rossi for that. I think I can buy regular arrows.
Yes, you 100% can just get regular arrows.
Would you like discount regular arrow?
I was running low on regular arrows.
Can we sell the +2 longsword?
Because if we can, I might be able to get +1 studded.
Because you're such a stud.
Ugh.
Oh. No one's ever spoken to me this way. What did he say?
I mean, also to, Elven Chain might be even better for you if, if your dex isn't great.
I got 3 decks, bro.
Yeah, okay, never mind. Instead of leather's probably better.
We got them dancing skills, man.
Cool.
He ain't frontin'.
Where is it?
That's really an item I've never really wanted before, but now I do.
Yeah, because Weak Neck has been using studded. Alright, not studded. He's been using leather and a shield the whole time. Just kind of, shields up and fucking healing people. He has
If we have any money left over after we buy your armor, we need to buy an immovable rod.
Yeah.
Alright.
That'll save our life at some point.
Anything else you guys want to buy?
Alright, we're selling the +2 longsword.
Right.
Or at least attempted.
Yeah.
What's that, rare?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is +2.
Okay. Give me a persuasion.
There it
Well,
is.
I've already rolled. That's what
25.
we were waiting on.
Right. Excellent. 6,000 gold.
I mean, 6,000 gold is the price of the armor, so
Let's do this.
Go trade in.
yeah. Trade in.
Is it possible to get a +1 shield?
And
Yeah,
we did buy one earlier.
It's
so-
only uncommon. That's easy.
Yeah, we still have 3,400 gold left. That sword just paid for your
Roll,
armor. So.
roll the d6, Josh.
I'm on it. Time to be the most expensive shield in the world. 5.
That's pretty expensive.
It's a 5.
I assume that's a 500 gold shield. He rolled a d6 for his +1 shield.
Sorry, that was a slightly less audible, like,
Yeah, it
Like-
really sounded like you were barely doing anything. Like,
It was an agreement of fact. It is 500 gold. You are correct.
okay, that's paid for. All right. We still have 2,900 gold left. Do we want to go to Sold That Potion Seller and buy more greater healing potions with our remaining money?
Yeah, I guess.
Unless anybody else has any outstanding things they wish to bring to order.
What about, like, scrolls of protection against good and evil? Wait, no, we can't use them. That's how the game works. Oh no, Weaknock can do that,
We
right?
can cast them, yeah. Pretty sure it is on his spell list.
Which spell?
Protection from good and evil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't even need scrolls. You can just get holy water, right?
Let me double check.
And you can cast it yourself.
Well, it's no longer protection from good and evil, it's just protection from evil.
Yeah, hardly ever use this against celestials.
Oh, it's protection from evil and good now. The next one was good and evil better.
Yeah, I think holy water is 50. Holy water.
Holy water.
$25 gold.
Holy water's cheap.
Yep. Grab some of that.
Purification of the world is cheap.
Do you want me to buy like, I don't know, like 20 vials of holy water?
That seems like a lot.
We have a lot of money.
Yeah, okay.
20 vials of holy water.
Oh my god. I actually have 19 AC. It's a beautiful thing.
Nice.
Damn.
You matched with Eldith in AC.
Well,
Okay, so we could buy 10 more greater healing potions, have a total of 30 on us. We can turn every fight into Dark Souls, where we just start chugging in front of our opponent.
Dark Souls caster, I have a shield and a wand in my other hand. I cast fuck you at 5th level.
The Elden Ring spellcaster uses 2 stabs to get the bonus from the other one.
yeah, just buy healing potions.
Okay,
Go for it.
I propose, do we want to buy smaller ones, or do we want to buy 10 more graders?
Might as well do greater.
We'll spend 2,000 of our
Don't
remaining
think
gold
we'll
on.
use this many potions.
Okay, we're at 30 greater healing potions in our bag.
And there's 6 of us, so that distributes evenly. Oh, Ahsoka's back.
Welcome back.
Oh, no they're not.
Welcome back.
Oh,
Fucking dead, bro.
Family be
today's
like-
session will end early.
Yeah, well, just as well, I've got to clean the whole house now.
What the fuck?
You guys still haven't done that?
No, why would I do it early?
Because
You
you're a
just
handsome
been-
man who likes to clean.
You've been procrastinating on that?
It's not procrastinating. If I do it too early, the house will become dirty before I need it.
I feel,
Just don't make it messy again, jeez.
feel very confused by that statement.
I can't not shit everywhere, Rosie.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
Shit yourself.
The shopping session.
Alright, are we getting 5 greater potions each?
I mean, sure.
Cool.
Emergency healing in case Weaknut runs out of busted nut bars.
What do you mean there's only 5? Wait.
I'm counting Rontanil death.
What about Kashara?
Yeah, I'm counting her as well.
No. Huh,
30
yeah.
divided by 6b5.
Yeah, the math's out.
Whatever.
It's at this point in Weaknut's life that he never realized he could ever be so blinged out as an adventurer.
Yeah, the adventuring life ain't so bad, eh?
I should leave the house more often.
Zach.
Now my mission is unlocked to kill the other weak enough.
No!
There can only be one.
There can only be one.
I'd like a disintegration arrow, please.
Like a couple of bags of holding, so I can open them next to Weaknook and put them inside each other.
Please. I beg you.
Anyways, we only have 400 gold left. Successful shopping spree, gentlemen.
Well done.
Well done, lads.
I mean, they might not have been here for it, so I'll just at them.
Hey,
No.
got some good roleplay done. Thanks, Rosie.
Yeah.
Good sesh.
Enjoyed giving you a little treat, by which I mean humanoid explosive.
Yeah, that was a fun interaction.
Humanoid explosive.
If
What?
that killed Eldeth, I would have been very disappointed.
Yeah.
The unfortunate side effect of.
If I was going to kill her, I wouldn't have put her in the room.
Thank you. I would have been very disappointed if Eldeth had died like that. And we could have fixed it immediately, but it still would have been disappointed.
Yeah.
It's like, why don't you want to resurrect Ront? Yes, I'd like him to be buried.
Oof.
Send
Anyway,
him to the
new
gulag.
timeline also means I get to play with some things that I hadn't set up or considered the first time around.
Mm.
Which means that technically Eldith and Ront are leveling up.
Hey.
Which is why I kept asking for D8s along the way.
Ah.
And why one of them got to be rerolled when you got a 1. I've been slowly giving them more health.
Oh, okay.
As we've been pumping them up.
I see.
Ront is technically level 4, by which I mean he has 4 hit dice,
Baby boy.
but he has more health than Eldith because despite them both having
Barbarian.
D8, he has way more con.
Yeah, fair enough. Alright, it is house cleaning time. Goodbye.
Enjoy!
I won't.
Enjoy your cleaning sesh.
You thought that shopping session was bad. I've seen far worse.
I was
Have
like,
you ever
I'm sure that. I was like, I remember there being a price list in the.
It's
In
only
Xanathars.
estimates.
I do too, but at the same time, it's always been a bitch to find.
No, it's in Chapter 2, Downtime Revisited, but I've always just sort of glanced at the selling a magic item price, where it lists magic item base prices, and then is like, here's how much you would get for selling it based on like a persuasion check, and it's like percentages of that base price.
Hmm.
But I noticed while I was here that there was a buying a magic item section, which gives a dice times a number for their prices to purchase them.
Nice.
And I was like, hell yeah. I was like, look, if you weren't in Neverwinter, if you tried to look for shit in like Gauntlet, I would use the rest of this section where it's like you spend some time looking around and then make a check. Like the time you spend looking around gives you like a penalty or a bonus to the roll, right?
Hmm.
Which I can further extend, based on circumstances. Like you're in Neverwinter, so so like if I wanted to generate a store with this, I would just give you like a flat +10 to the roll. And then it's like whatever you roll determines like what magic item table I would roll on to like say what's available.
Understandable.
So what am I attuned to now? We have bracers, gem. Okay, yeah, it works out.
I've temporarily unattuned from my Pawafri.
I mean, is the stone controlling earth elementals attunement? I mean, to be fair, I can just give that to somebody else. I don't need to carry it. I'm sure Laura wouldn't mind having it. It isn't actually attunement. Wow. It's a really good item for non-attunement. It's a 5th level spell cast, like, jeez. Anyways, yeah. I once sat through a 2-hour session where one player wanted to buy a very specific item, and he kept changing slightly what he wanted to try to get it in stock at the store, and the DM kept rolling for it instead of just telling him to stop.
That's stupid.
I remember everybody just pacing around the room like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Stop fucking doing this bullshit, dude.
He didn't even need it at the time. He wanted like a fucking, like, a spiked chain lance swap weapon.
What the fuck? What?
He was doing the stupid overpowered spiked chain lance charge build, and he wanted like the convenience of having it be a swap weapon where like you can switch in between it at will.
Was it fucking Tom?
It was.
Yeah. Well, that. A part of me is kind of disappointed, but also not really surprised in the fucking least bit.
We all did take a decent amount of time at the magic item store, because, you know, none of us knew what the hell we wanted.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, that's different, like, when you're just searching for it, other than just, yes, I will cuck the fucking session to try and get this one item to show up.
Tom's a good man, but jeez. Fucking lances. Do they have lances in 5th edition?
Yeah. It's just very rarely used because the way they are styled. Unless you're doing actual,
Oh, hot damn, they actually do.
yeah. Unless you're doing, like, actual cavalry shit, it's usually useless. It's like, yeah, there's still the fucking meme that you could do it while standing on the ground, but if I recall, like, unless you're
You're
on
disadvantaged to use a lance within 5 feet of you.
yeah.
It requires 2 hands to use if you aren't mounted. Like, at that point,
It's just a spear.
I mean, yeah, it has a reach, I guess, and it's a D12, but it's like, if I was gonna make it good, I would have made it a reach 2d6 weapon, then it would actually be worth using on a horse. Because, you know, there's no other reach 2d6.
Fair.
Like, you know, it'd give it a real niche and make it dangerous.
That's why I laugh at a lot of people when they're like, but what about these different kinds of weapons? I'm like, just reflavor them half the time. It's like how I bothered to go through and fucking plugged in like all the other custom weapons from fucking 4th edition between the gouge and everything else. Gave them special properties. Oh, good stretch.
Lots of weapons need actual special properties. Because, like, when you look at a greatsword versus a maul, objectively the maul is better because some things are actually weak to bludgeoning.
Yeah.
Whereas pretty much nothing is weak to slashing under any condition. And the maul is actually cheaper as well. It's cooler to have a greatsword, honestly, at least in my opinion, but, you know.
To make it more fun.
Do I still have the 3rd edition book on here?